So, you're thinking of moving to Orange City, Florida, but where do you start? You don't even know where Orange City is or what it is. I'm Chuck Shaver, the Shaver Group with Keller Williams Heritage Realty. I've been here in the Orange City area for many years, and although this is not a comprehensive guide to this little town, it should give you a good idea of what it has to offer and maybe even what it doesn't. So let's get started. So what is Orange City? Well, Orange City is a small suburb of Orlando with a population of around 12,000 people. It was incorporated in 1882 and was named for the hundreds of orange groves in and around the city. It prospered quite well until the first great freeze of 1894 and 1895 destroyed the orange groves in the area. The first significant home in the city was a Thursby home, and it was built in the 1850s down in Blue Springs Run. Just where is Orange City? What's nearby? Well, Orlando and the attractions are about an hour away. Sanford and the Sanford International Airport, as well as Lake Mary, are about 20-25 minutes away. And New Smyrna and Daytona Beach are reachable in about 30 minutes. Just next to us, we have several little towns. We have Daytona, DeBary, and DeLand that kind of surround us. Let's look at the residential components of Orange City. This is not a complete list. It's instead just a basic overview of our little town. On the west side, up in the north, are the West Highlands. In this area, there are a whole lot of 3-2 homes on the west side that don't have any homeowners association. There are a few dirt roads here in Orange City, and many of them are in this area. It's also the furthest away from I-4, but there is good value for the homes here. Next, let's look at the historic district. Our historic district isn't really big here, but it is close to several different parks. The library, City Hall, and the police department are also here as well. There are also some apartment communities in the area, including several that have been recently built. There's some country in Orange City. Believe it or not, yes. Not a lot, but there's a little bit. Most of it's on the west side of town, and it's interspersed between other homes, but there's some of it, including Foothill Farms, which is very close to I-4. So we've spoken about where Orange City is. We've also spoken about what Orange City is, and we've also talked about the residential components. But what do people do when they're here? Well, we have several restaurants, such as Chili's, Texas Roadhouse, Chick-fil-A, a few other chains, McDonald's, all that stuff. There are some personal favorites of mine that you won't find elsewhere. Fire on the Bayou for Louisiana cuisine. Las Patas has the best cheesesteak in the area, hands down. Lilo's is a nice little Puerto Rican type restaurant, really good stuff. And in my opinion, La Hacienda has the best Mexican food in the entire area. Unfortunately, aside from that, well, there really isn't much culture in this area. There's plenty of shopping here in this area, and generally, people come from around other little towns, from Daytona, DeLand, and DeBary to shop here unless they head down to Sanford. There's a Walmart here, we have Lowe's and a Home Depot, Target, Publix, Kohl's, Bed Bath Beyond, all that stuff. Plenty of stuff that you're going to need that you won't have to run down to Orlando for. Orange City has several schools in the area. River Springs Elementary, Orange City Elementary, and River Springs, Manatee Cove are some elementary schools. River Spring Middle School covers that age. And University High School is a pretty popular school in the area. Some Daytona students come over here as well. It's a pretty new school, and generally people seem to like it. There's plenty of medical care here in this area. We do have Fish Memorial Hospital. Well, it used to be called Fish Memorial Hospital. It's part of the Adventist Health System, and there's another one up in DeLand, about 15 minutes up, and another one about 15 minutes south down in Sanford. We have several assisted living facilities. John Knox is the big one, but there are several others with varying levels of care. There's also a brand new memory care center right here in Orange City. Orange City does have some very nice little parks. A couple of them include Veterans Memorial, which is a nice little park for children right along 1792, down in the heart of town. Coleman Park has a little skate park, has some shady areas with some picnic tables, pavilions, nice place for birthday parties. Mill Lake Park has a splash pad, and it's a great place to walk around the little pond they have there. Some other things to do, fishing the St. Johns River, which is the main river. It runs throughout much of Florida, runs south to north, but it affords great fishing opportunities, boating, all that good stuff. Fun Town, downtown on 1792 is a nice little, kind of a nice little place to go for putt-putt golf, go-karts, batting cages, and all that stuff. Most of it's here in the area. We generally head south to Orlando, maybe Sanford, Lake Mary, or over to the beaches, east or west. East beaches, again, about 30-45 minutes. Beaches to the west, I don't know, about 2 hours, something like that. Not a whole lot to do here, but it's a nice little town. We do love our little town, Orange City. Again, this is not a comprehensive detail on what this little town has to offer, but it should give you an idea of the basics of what you can do here. If you have questions, please post them in the comments below or reach out to me directly. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to get new videos to stay updated on the real estate market or just to learn more about the real estate market in Central Florida. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.